Hello, you Resident Evil fans. Today we're gonna talk about two or three things I'm gonna bring up. I got a message from one of my friends saying I made 800 reviews. Well, I just want to tell you guys thank you very much for making those, posting comments on my blog on YouTube. But also, I realized how much of a douchebag I was. And I do admit it, because, at that time, I went with my friends and I saw it. And when I saw it, it was a little bit more than what I wanted to see. I was suspecting, when they first announced that they were making the movie, I thought it was gonna be like all about the video game, and I wasn't gonna miss out on anything. But when they made the movie, it switched the story around for me, and it also kind of made me pissed a little bit, because they do that for certain video games. Like, they'll switch it around, including, I'm gonna say this loudly and proudly, the video game, what was it? It was like this ridiculous movie that made it into a horror film. Oh, BloodRayne. BloodRayne was a good movie, especially the girl. She's hot, but the story was just retarded. But anyways, but another thing I'm also going to mention is that there's this specific person who said there's no way. William Birkin only infected himself. Well, you also have to remember he picked a lot of hosts, and also the rats ate the virus. So technically, there's more than just one William Birkin around now. Well, his hosts. And you see, I also have the comic from RE2 and back in '98, so a lot of people are jealous about this, because I bought a lot of it and I got the last two copies before they became extinct. You have to go on on eBay or Amazon to get it for like $120, or if you're lucky. And another thing I want to point out is that he does infect a zoo, as you can see, and also he picks those hosts. And this is before he even reaches the Raccoon City Police Department. That's when Claire and Jill and everybody practically meets up, but in different hours of time being. And another thing I'm gonna say is that that person probably didn't know that, but now he does. And another thing I'm gonna say is that yes, I do know that the movies were I don't know. I was a douche when I made that video. That was really, really bad of me. I got bad reviews, a lot of bad reviews. A lot of people saying you got a lot of things wrong, which I did. I zoomed right through it because I was pissed. And also, another thing I want to notice is that when you watch the video, did I ever seem to freaking rant on about it, which I'm ranting on right now? But LJ did have the golden. It looked to me like golden lagers, but I miscalculated and watched it again and watched him have the two golden Desert Eagles. Okay, we'll get that straight. And the whole idea of Nemesis having feelings, he's supposed to be the total badass, where he's unstoppable. And another thing I want to point out is that Mikhail does die when he blows up himself and Nemesis to get away from Carlos and Jill. That's one thing. And another one is Nikolai should have died by an unknown person being pulled up in a ventilation shaft. It could have been Nemesis or a zombie or whatever the hell it was that literally obliterated him in number 3. Now, another thing that kind of made me go what was in Resident Evil 3, when in part 2 too, it gave Alice these supernatural powers. Kind of reminded me of Wesker and Code Veronica. And it kind of switched everything for me. And And the whole idea of Carlos dying with smoking a bud, I thought that was pretty funny though. And another thing that also made me interested was that I know like the whole saga was about Alice, but there's only been one Resident Evil book about Alice, and now she's like this big mainstream character. Like, I'm starting to get the feeling that people are forgetting about the main characters and are only liking Alice because, you know, I just find it irritating how people will admire Alice when she's not that really important, which she's a great actor. But as an addition, if you watched and played the games and read the books and everything, it kind of makes you get disappointed but also like it because of the action. For me, that's how I feel. So, in addition of those 3 topics or 4 topics, whatever I talked about, I hope you guys understand that the things I did say in that other video were horrible. I feel horrid by it. I feel like I was a complete asshole, so please understand. So, alright, you guys take care, and I'll post a blog soon. Okay?